Surprise! Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing an important historic night in Alpha Stream history. 4 in a single calendar day. And back with me is the birthday girl, Solar Flare.
Hey!
And this time we're going to do something a little bit brainier, a little bit more challenging, but not like even remotely ridiculously so. And one from the Sierra chapters of DOS. Those of you who are big into them, I was certainly.
If I have to do math on my birthday, I'm going to sue.
Technically, it's not your birthday. I need to do something about that. We don't need PC sound for this. We have perfectly good ad-lib. Hang on just a moment. No, damn it. Okay. Hold the phone a moment. Okay, let's do it this way. That's good.
Ad-lib.
Yeah, that's the one we want.
Yeet.
Alright, let's try this again, shall we?
Burn.
That's better. Alright, sit back and enjoy the show. Pretty complex fucking looking thing, isn't it? Don't worry, once you get inside, it's not that bad. This is literally just a visual show. Anyway, we're playing The Castle of Dr. Brain, the first in a revolutionary series of edutainment titles that I grew up with. All 4 of these games are absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we're not doing all 4 tonight, but this is the start of the series. So, let's first take a look around at what we're dealing with here.
Sorry, Dippin' Dots are coming to a town near me.
I thought you were going to say something about the flamingos.
Oh, no, but yes. No, Dippin' Dots.
Okay, so here we're at the front door, if you can't tell. I mean, that's a reasonable motive to get lamps, right?
I mean, I would.
And unfortunately, we can't get all up in that grill. Somebody's peeking out at us, though. Dr. Brain's front door seems very secure. That's good.
Then ring it. Ring the doorbell.
I will in a minute.
Oh, like you just reading it. Like you don't have to do touchy-touchy.
Well, there are jokes throughout this game, so that's why I do it.
That's smart.
Okay, so the first game is a memory game. In order to unlock the front door on novice level, you have to complete a sequence of 6. On standard, it's 8, and here on expert, we are doing 10. So when you solve a novice puzzle, they're usually worth 6 points. Standard is worth 7, expert is worth 8. There's 25 puzzles in the game, and that'll get you the full 200 points if you do it all on expert. So, here's the deal. Start with ringing the doorbell. E, C, E, C, B flat. Don't make it hard on me or anything. You're fucking up the entire song. You interrupted the song just for that?
It's important.
Well, you know what I think? I think that flamingo's a real... Don't you?
Yeah.
Seriously, big jerk.
Ooh, some ding ding ding.
G, C, G.
Ding 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 ding.
Also, novice is only those top 6 lights up there. Standard adds the lamps to it, and expert is the only one where you get the flamingos.
Oh, fancy.
Well, this is it, provided I don't screw it up. Alright.
Oh. Oh. We didn't get the blue one.
We didn't get the left lamp or the right flamingo either.
Yeah.
So these plaques are going to become important later. First we have the memory puzzle plaque. And you may have noticed that the door just completely rolled up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, let's go back and see that. Okay, so it doesn't let me do much with the door. Ring the doorbell. No. Doesn't let you touch anything else here. So here we are in the first floor hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to... off with all these. I'm going to let you get your rant out of the way now. This is the math hallway.
I'm becoming an arts student for a reason.
And what is that reason?
No math.
But you have to calculate each stroke.
Not that kind of arts.
Graphic design?
No. Arts is like it includes a lot. There's an art side of psychology, an art side of history, English.
Ah, I see. So here's the deal. On this last door, there's a lock involving
That's not even numbers.
the planetary symbols.
Those are not numbers. Oh my god. I need a drink, but I just got water.
I'm going to send something to you real quick. This is just for the sake of you being able to follow along. Everybody else can just watch. So on this here document, if you will turn to page 5 on the PDF, the right side of it.
I gotta download it. Give me a second.
Okay, hurry up, damn it.
I'm sorry, you're the one that sent the PDF.
Damn it, hurry up. Go, get
Bitch.
going.
Bitch. Bitch. Do not. Okay, what page?
Page 5 on the PDF, and the right side has the grid that you're going to need.
Alright.
So, we can't do anything with this until we know what we're actually putting in. And the way to do that...
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm mistaken on the scores. Novice is 5 points, Standard 6, Expert is 7, and you get more points based upon how many of these little hint coins you've got left.
Okay.
1 per coin. Okay. So I have it saved where I have it saved because some of the puzzles are a little different depending on the skill level. So this is Expert. It's a slide tile mosaic puzzle. But let's do the easy one first. Actually, no, forget that. Because the easy level has the numbers 1 through 8 on a 3x3 grid. So you want to do 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
Standard has 1 through 15 on a 4x4 grid. So same puzzle, but a step up.
Mm-hmm.
This time, we have to put together the picture of the castle that we saw at the beginning of this. What the... You like that? I incorporated profanity into what I was doing. I don't swear.
I think you swear the most out of a lot of people I know.
I don't believe I swear the most in the server. Pretty sure
no.
that distinction belongs to probably Cannibal.
Yeah, probably. I don't really swear as much as I just sort of typo.
You typo a lot.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm gay.
I lost track of whether you do that on purpose.
Not really. I'm just gay and can't spell, and when
Gay.
I get...
Gay, can't spell, and utterly excitable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get, like, any sort of emotion above just sort of existing, any coherency just goes out the window.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So now that I've done that, it's just a 3x3 grid now.
Shit.
Hey, I did
You
it.
did it.
And that'll give us our first code word. So now if you look on the... Yeah, so now if you look on the grid,
Uh-huh.
you will notice that you have 25 sports and games on this grid.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to determine the code for a word, you have to first look at the one symbol on the on the left side,
Okay.
and then the two symbols up top. They go in that order according to their intersection. So spades would start with
The thing that kind of looks like the Sith, like flyers, not the TIE fighters, but like the other ones.
the Sith
Yes,
the Sith infiltrator is what you're
yes.
getting at
Those.
there.
Uh-huh.
Actually, just a moment, because I want to look up a chart with those symbols so that I actually remember which symbol goes to which planet. Planetary symbols. There we go. That's beautiful. Okay, so that's Uranus.
Uh-huh. And then it's an H, but it's kind of mixed with a T.
That would be
It's weird lowercase h.
I'm looking right at this and I don't see it. Mars, Venus. That's Mercury. Moon isn't up there. The sun. There's Earth.
Over there, that one.
Boy, Saturn's symbol has drastically changed, hasn't it? It now
Yep.
resembles more a question mark than anything else, but Uranus, Saturn,
And then, like the female symbol, but it's wearing a hat.
Mercury.
Yes.
So we're saying that's spades?
Yes.
It is spades! Also, this is the copy protection of the game. Pretty nifty, huh?
What does that mean?
Basically, this is the method of preventing people from copying the floppy without buying the game. Like, you have to have the manual or you can't get past this because you don't know.
Oh.
Is how that works. Okay, so...
But we live in a modern era, and there are PDFs now.
Alright. So we're going to save right here. Drop the difficulty to novice because this is a little different. So first is the magic square.
Is this math?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I know the solution to this, so I could spare you from this indignity if you so choose.
Please.
Okay, so the deal is to get the two diagonals, the 3 rows, and the 3 columns to all equal the same thing.
Okay.
It's really trial and error to figure out what that is. As it happens, the magic number is 15. You can get the magic square completed by doing this combination of numbers right here.
Horseshoes.
It may not necessarily be that. Don't get comfortable yet. Because now this is demonstration mode.
Oh.
On standard... Actually, you know what?
I think we get the...
Okay. We'll do it on expert, because this one's a little different.
Oh,
Now-
Jesus.
Now, on standard, it's a 4x4 with the numbers going from 1 to 16. So, let me think a minute. So, okay. So, the magic number is 25 on that other square. And on this one, we'll see what it is in a moment. The solution to this and the standard square is actually the same method. This time you have the numbers 1 through 31 odd. So just put them in across the row and down the column to start out. Obviously, these are not going to equal the same number yet, but bear with me. There is a solution. My mouse has been misfunctioning. I need to get a new one.
Oof.
The magic number on this one is 64.
Okay.
And the way to do it for this and the standard square is to flip the opposite corners. And then flip the innards of each diagonal. And Bub's your uncle, you've got 64 on this magic square.
Excuse me, how? Oh my god. Bowling.
Okay, so let me rethink that. 16 and 13. Sorry, the magic number is not 25 on the standard, it's 34. But same method will get you there. So, bowling.
Yes.
We have here... We have Venus.
Uh-huh.
Followed by Venus.
Yes.
Followed by Pluto. It is bowling!
Yeet.
Okay. So again, we're going to save it right here. Now, this next one is the Math Marvel puzzle. So here's the thing. On novice and standard, the numbers are already in their correct rows. So the top is the top, middle is middle, bottom is bottom.
Yeah.
The numbers are easier on both of those as well. I'm not going to torture everybody with that. But on expert, the numbers are not necessarily where they belong. You have to pick a number and drop it where it should go. So if you're good with fact families, that'll help you here. And you also have to use each of these operation symbols one time. Get this box all the way to the right, and you win. So, one thing I could do, I noticed that 12 plus 18 equals 30.
Oh, yeet.
You could go completely and utterly fuck all, and it'll just tell you, no, that's no good. 8 times 11 is 88. 75 divided by 5 is 15, or divided by 15 is 5, either way is great. And then 65 minus 44 is 21. Win this, you get a key. Backgammon. Look at that, the very first one there. So we have Mercury, Venus, Pluto. The door is unlocked. We can move on. We get another plaque for solving this hallway. Next is the time room. Now, because there's a time limit on this next one, I'm just going to pop it.
You now have 60 seconds.
Enjoy this sick beat. Well, you have 60 seconds by the cuckoo clock's reckoning. If you shut it off, time is no longer a thing. But the combination on this pad is 3, 2, 1, 4, 1 in order to continue. So we've managed to shut everything off. Before we do some puzzles, let's have some jokes. You like jokes, right?
Yes.
See this little table here? Wouldn't you know it? The desk is 3 foot tall. The foot from the suit of armor must be a 4 foot then. Guess the oak's on you. Four in one shot. The flowers must be standing in a foot of water.
Oh my god.
You've heard that people were shorter in medieval times, and it must be true. This armor's at least a foot short. See, because,
Oh my god. Why?
Why not?
I'm in pain.
So there's nobody... There's nobody inside the armor to scare us.
There could be a spider. That's pretty scary.
That's true. So what do we have here? Greenwich Mean Time. He didn't want anyone to think he was mean. That's not quite how that works. That's a great reason to get a radio, isn't it?
I love rap music.
Dancing elves. So these hourglasses are the next puzzle. We'll get to that in a moment. And the hourglasses also, incidentally, unlock this drawer. We'll look at the books in a moment. Intruder alert alarm. Garage sale artifacts. Yeah, that's true, considering what we just saw it do after we shut the alarm system off.
Right.
And this is the second puzzle in this room, is the time clock. We'll get to that soon. We have no further reason to touch these. Jesus Christ, how alarming. A radio-controlled radio. Yeah, how does a sundial work when it's not out in the sun?
It really does.
Yeah. Timely reference works. Brief history of time, time enough for love, being in time, and a wrinkle in time. Have you read any of those?
Nope.
I'm sure Chibi has. At least
Probably.
one. Maybe at least a wrinkle in time. Okay, that's enough screwing around. Let's get to work. So, here's the deal. In order to open this time lock, we have to open it exactly 40 seconds after pressing start. But here's the thing. It's not controlled by time. It's controlled by the sand. So, on Novice, the big hourglass is worth 25 seconds and the small one is worth 15. That one's pretty straightforward. Start them, let both of them run out so the 25 seconds passes. Flip the 15, Bub's your uncle, you've got 40.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a teeny bit more complex than that. And you'll see what I mean by that. Okay, yeah, I just explained that. So once we start, I will explain what I'm doing as we go. So here we go. So once the small hourglass runs out, that's 15 seconds. Flip. Once the small hourglass runs out, that's 30 seconds. Okay, so what I did there was I let the 35-second hourglass run out. 30 plus 5 is 35. So if I flip it over at the 5-second mark, that's another 5 seconds. Bub's your uncle, you got 40.
Oof.
What?
I think you flipped the 15 one too early.
I mean, possible, but And then let me make a determination here on what could have gone wrong here. $15. $30. 35. I don't know what happened. I did the exact same thing twice.
That's weird.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we get these time cards. And these time cards, combined with the key that we picked up back in the Math Marvel game, allows us to manipulate the clock with these buttons here. So here's your hour, your 10 minutes, and your 1 minutes. So this is pattern recognition here. You see the times that are here. What do you suppose the next time should be? 112, 224, 336.
So 448?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
So what you want to do, you want to set the clock to a minute before. That way you have time to grab your card and position yourself. As soon as the clock strikes, and here's the second one. What do you think?
Sorry, I wasn't looking. Shit.
I don't believe I can get the clock to read that.
10, 15? No. I fucked up. It's 10. I'm very tired.
So it's 2 hours and 15 minutes each interval.
Oh.
So 15 minutes after 45 is...
35? No,
No.
that's 10. Just 10.
Yeah.
Sweet.
45, 15 minutes later is right on the hour.
Yeah, I just said 10. So
Yeah, so 9 o'clock. And then 2 more hours is 11 o'clock.
Oh, but wait. It's an hour, so then it's...
Well, if you do straight math on this, it's 1060. And 1060 is translated to 11 o'clock.
Oh.
See what I'm getting at there?
My brain was just doing the straight math.
And finally, this one's a little more complex. First of all, it adds 9 minutes each time. So 36 and 9 is...
40. No.
40...
You're making me do too much math at 1 a.m.
It's 45. 36 and 9 is 45.
Thank you.
Now the hours do something different each time. First interval goes back 2 hours, and then back 3 hours, and then back 4 hours would be the next one. So the time we want would be 1:45. Elevator maze.
I feel very dumb, but in my defense, it is 1:30 a.m. And I have been up since 10.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not actually going to do, because there's nothing to do here. So on Novice, you have a single floor view, which adds as you see it. On Standard, you only have this here relative view, which only shows where you are from a GPS standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
On expert, you ain't get jack shit help.
The fuck?
So, there are 4 floors to each of these mazes. I have this memorized, so I'm just going to spare everybody. I think I have it memorized. And if there's something I don't remember, then shame on me. Damn it, I want to go up, I want to go up, I want to go up, I want to go up. Fine, I'll go forward. If you escape through the north exit, you get into another corridor.
Oh.
This time, we are in the computer hallway. Also, wasn't that steel maze cool?
It was.
Okay, so... yeah, the spears do look kind of sharp, don't they? So we need a data card to do pretty much everything in this room. Touch that light, and the maze starts spinning. I wasn't trying to take out the garbage. Ouch, stop it. I've since adopted that line for personal use.
Ouch,
Well, ain't that pacifist of him. The only thing we can do right now is go into the computer room and get a load of this shit.
What the fuck?
The room is meant to simulate an actual computer. And I always thought this room was really fucking cool.
This is so really cool because I'm taking robotics, and I'm like,
Are you?
"Ooh."
Nice.
I am.
Nice. Okay, so...
At the end of it, we have to create a robot.
there will be robots.
No, I mean like in my robotics class.
Yeah. So, you build a tape drive out of a washing machine. A binary sequencing computer. We can't actually do anything with this right now, because we have to fix this console here. So here's your circuit instructions. Form a complete circuit from lower left to lower right. Don't make any short circuits or duplicate connections. Power source comes first. Slow things down before you can whirl them around. If a component is yellow, leave it until last. Banded elements must come after switches. So here's the deal. Lower left to lower right.
Mm-hmm.
The power source comes first. If a component is yellow, leave it until last. You must slow things down before you can whirl them around, which means the resistor has to come before the coil.
Yes.
Banded elements must come after switches. So you want the switch to stop the battery from doing anything until it's flipped on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you must slow things down before you can whirl them around. Easy listening 107, all music all the time. So now we can play with the binary computer.
Why is the zeros?
Yep. So now on Novice, you're given, hey, what number do I have so far when I do this? You have it on Standard as well with harder numbers. On Expert, the numbers are even tougher with
But you
no
ain't got
help.
that shit.
With no help at all.
Damn.
Well, that's okay, because I can math and I know that 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Now, here's the dummies way to do binary. First of all, if you see a number that you can identify immediately as a power of 2, just find that 1 and hit it. For everything else, first, take the highest power of 2 that you know of. 116. If you try to subtract 64 from it, you're good. But you cannot subtract 128 from 116 without going negative. So first, find 64. That is 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 116 minus 64 leaves you with 52. So 32, 52 minus 32 is 20, so you can use that. 20 minus 16 is 4, so you can use that. And 4 is a power of 2, so 2 to the second power squared gives it to you. Some numbers you can use relative comparison. So 116 minus 112 is 4. So 112 is everything 116 is, except for that 4.
Oh, damn.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
183. The highest power you'll have is 2 to the 7th, or 128. 183 minus 128 leaves you with 55. You cannot, there's no 64, there is a 32. 55 minus 32 is 23. 23 minus 16 is 7. Now, if you can identify that something is exactly 1 less than a power of 2, namely that 7 is 1 less than 8, which is 2 cubed, then you can go to that power, the 8, and highlight everything underneath it.
Oh.
So, 128 off of 147 leaves 19. Minus 16 is 3. So go to 4, highlight everything. Pretty cool, huh?
That's wild.
Yep. You may need binary for robotics, so if you turn out to need help there, just call on me whenever.
I mean, we're near the end of everything, and we have not used binary yet, so...
No, but it's good basic logic to have if
It
you're
is.
doing computers.
Yeah.
So we get the magnetic data card that we need for other places, and hey, look,
Oh.
the computer has booted itself up.
And we got some jiggly boys.
Everything's dancing. Now, in order to have the data we need to get through this door, we have to first conquer the robot maze. So let's save. And roll on. So there are a couple differences to do with skill level here. On Novice, you only need to get 3 of those A's, which contain data needed to get through the door. Also, the robot is very slow. Standard, he picks up speed and you need 4. Expert, he's at max speed. And you need all 5, and for the robot to get out of the maze. So, let me explain what everything is. The intersections you see with the 4 corners? Those are turn signals. When active, the robot will turn right. The A's, again, have data. The plus signs can activate and deactivate the spirals you see, each of which will take the robot back to the beginning of the maze. So our job is using right turns only. Get those A's and get out. If a right turn brings a robot directly into the wall, he'll turn back at it, effectively making a left turn. So there's timing involved. Now pay attention to everything that's being written to the card, because this is info you'll need to know later. You're going to have to hit all of the switches at least once. All of the plus signs. Oh wait, I still need that. On the lower skill levels, for me, it's downright painful how slow this thing is.
Hey, you did it.
Alright, we did it. So, we now have 5 pieces of data to use here. So, I hope you like riddles. Hey, Solar. What's
Yes.
special about the way a robot plant grows?
I need to read the questions.
Okay, so
Answers.
these answers are in the order in which you picked them up in the maze.
Oh.
As soon as you can identify one of these choices as the answer to the riddle, say it.
Is it C?
It has square roots. Hey, Solar, what kind of computer does a dairy farmer use?
E.
A calculator. Ha ha ha. Hey, Solar, why do robots always take the longest path between 2 points?
D.
To avoid short circuits. Hey, Solar, what do robot rabbits do best?
A.
They multiply. Hey, Solar, what should you
B.
do when a robot is having a heart attack? Apply CPU. Ha, 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 ha. Are you throwing up yet?
Yes, I'm in pain.
Okay, moving on. So what's around here?
I kind of gotta pee.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to spare Solar some pun-related indignity here. I'll explain this to her in short later. So, the 3 heads, one always tells the truth, another always lies, and the third alternately tells the truth and lies. So there's logic to be determined here to start this out. Yeah, so basically this is determining who tells the truth and who lies here. When Solar gets back, we'll look into that a little further, but right now I'm going to spare her the puns. Rubberized insolation. a reversed polarized circumlocator, a left-handed screwdriver, a set of draft resistors, an interactive whatchamacallit,
Okay,
a
I'm
right-handed widget. Oh, hi. Hey, Solar, a shoe with rubberized insulation.
I have to go throw up because of that pun.
Oh, Sierra's known for this. So
Shit,
this
no?
big maze here is the important part of this room. We need the 3 items inside it, but we can't actually reach into it. Instead, we have to use these heads and these arms to do it. The Robocomp programming language is not that high level. Remains of a robot cookie. That's funny. You thought robots only like chips? Okay. So these 3 heads each said something different. Every single one of them says that that particular head always follows instructions precisely. And then gives another statement regarding some other head. Or even itself. So only one of these actually follows instructions fully off these 2 statements. One of them is lying twice, which means he'll do the opposite every single time.
Your mic is kind of clipping in and out, and I don't know if it's like the game volume doing that or.
It might be the bass effect. Let me drop the volume. Testing.
No, I'm still.
Testing.
Oh, that's better.
And testing.
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably the bass effect. Anyway, one head telling the truth will do all your instructions properly. One head lying all the time will do the opposite every time. And there's a confused head up there who will first follow your instruction and then do the opposite instruction and then back and forth like that.
Oh.
I'm going to save you some very deep involved logic because I kind of solved this by trial and error myself as a kid. The iron face is always telling the truth and will always follow you right. Saucer head is the liar, and the head that looks confused is actually confused.
Me and Matt.
So here's the difference on the skill levels. You can use one head for all 3 programs on Novice. The head will break after 2 times on Standard, and they break every time on Expert, so you're going to have to use each head once.
Oof.
There's another elevator right after this. So here's what you want to do. First, pick a head. We'll start with the truth teller so that you get a basic idea of what's going on. And pick one of these 3 arms. There's a suction cup, there's a forklift, and there's a magnet.
Suction cup.
Suction cup, okay. Each of these arms will pick up a different item. So there's a smooth sheet of stiff plastic, which the suction cup will pick up. A large blue book, which the strength of the forklift is required. And an iron plate, which would be attracted by the magnet. Any questions so far?
Nope.
Okay, so we're going to need to pull the data card out of our bag
Mm-hmm.
and drop it into the computer. Here's where the magic happens. You have 6 basic controls. Forward, backward, turn left, turn right, turn arm on, turn arm off.
Okay.
Insert, delete, and clear allows you to insert a command somewhere in the middle, delete one somewhere in the middle, clear the entire program, and then the save will just write the program to the card. So here's the deal. There's our start, so we're going to want to turn to the left. One left turn will get us right into this corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And each of these long corridors is 3 spaces long. So, I believe 3 spaces long. So, on that contingency, I could be completely and utterly wrong about this. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we'll say 3 forward. And then the turn right. Two forward will get us to the sheet. Turn the arm on. No, just once. Thank you. Back up twice by going left. And then turn forward. Turn right. Turn forward. And turn off the arm. So let's see if that actually works as believed. So take the new program and stick it. First it'll detect an arm and a hand, or an arm and a head. Check that you have a program.
Oof.
If it runs into an error of any kind, you just have to rewrite the program. And it breaks only on a successful program. So I had this correct. It is 3 spaces that way. And it's from top down perspective, not driver's perspective. That's the mistake I made going forward.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah. No. I know what's wrong with my mouse too. My left button is so completely overused that it's wearing out. Alright, let's see if I have that right now. Got it. Alright, so if we drop the item in there, that's a successful program. We get the item and...
Oh.
So we no longer need the suction cup arm and we can no longer use the head. So, let's take it a step up and use the always confused head. And
So, isn't that the one that's always wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
And which arm would you like next?
Metal. Magnet.
The magnet. So we're going to have to redo this program accordingly. So, we need to go left, forward, 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 right, forward, left. Turn on arm. Right, right, forward. Turn off arm. Pretty straightforward, huh?
Oh, okay. You were fucking me up. I was like, what?
Well, remember, this guy will
I
always
know.
do the opposite.
Yeah, but like, you were fucking me up because like you were saying something and you're doing the opposite, and I was like, oh my god, what?
Mm-hmm. So you can just as easily do this by trial and error if you don't understand the liar's logic puzzle.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know more about that, look it up. Oh, that broke rather violently, didn't it?
I don't like that face.
Me either. One more to be done. So the book. So we're going to need to go right, forward, left, turn arm on, right, backward, left, left, forward, 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 right, forward, right, forward, turn arm off. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Now let's see if I did this right. I did.
Yeet.
So we have the book, We've broken everything.
Oh, jeez.
Oi. And now, the next maze, instead of steel, we've got stone. So here we go. Fuck. Detour. Hey, we did it.
Yee.
Next up is word games. I'm sure you'll like these more than the math games.
Probably.
Okay. So, here's the deal. In order to get in here, we need a tangram puzzle
Okay.
to fit the square-shaped lock mechanism. Rubber tree. Hey, let's touch the rubber. I like touching busts, don't you? Okay, so the first thing we got to do is go through this door. And we're greeted with a word search puzzle, which you'd think by now, after Are We There Yet, I'd be having horrible, crippling nightmares about.
I see
But-
the word smut.
You would see that, wouldn't you, Solar?
It's
My God. Come on.
right there. It's right there.
I know, I see it. I fucking see it. It's not a game or sport. Anyway, the grid from the first floor, that's your word list.
Oh.
On novice, you need 18 out of the 25 words. Standard, 22, and expert, you can probably guess.
So like chess and stuff?
Yes. So, backgammon, tic-tac-toe, baseball, golf, billiards, horseshoes, no,
Oh.
horseshoes, checkers, hockey, dibsel. No? Okay. Puzzle.
Chess is in.
Tennis.
Yeah. Chess.
You say chess? Oh, there it is.
So smut.
Blackjack. Hearts. Jacks. Football. Basketball. Cribbage. John. I never knew about this.
Oh my god.
My God. I never knew about that. And they use the flamingo sound.
Oh my god.
Sure, guys. Much appreciated. Pool. Poker. Okay, what haven't I found? I haven't found bowling. There's bowling. I don't think I have found bridge. Brits. Here's bridge. Checkers, chess, cribbage, dominoes, dominoes, right up there. Think I found golf? Maybe not. Maybe not.
Spades.
Spades. Where do you see?
Diagonal from puzzle.
Diagonal from puzzle. Aha. Good job.
Tennis?
Tennis has been found.
Oh.
Soccer has not. There. Okay, I did find golf. Jigsaw is the one. Right there. This next puzzle is the same on all 3 skill levels.
Oh.
It's one of these where you have to stick a word and fill a bigger puzzle.
Mm.
So, let's see. So the 11 items we're going to put here all belong to a single category. That category is parlor games. So you want to use these letters to spell out parlor games. P, A, and obviously using only parlor games. So like your board games, your card games, that kind of deal.
Mm.
Oh, whoops, no, that's cribbage. Blackjack. Poker. Bridge. Backgammon. Tic-tac-toe. So basically you want to think, how does that letter of the word fit into that letter of parlor games?
Yeah.
Checkers. Chess. All games that I know how to play. That makes me very happy.
I don't know how to play chess.
Chess takes a long time to really, really learn. I mean, the fundamentals of it are easy enough to understand, but the strategy, there's a lot there. Okay, so you can close out the manual. You no longer need it.
Alright.
And now that we have the tangram puzzle pop out, on novice, you have an outline to help you, and you do not need to rotate the pieces. Standard, you have the outline, but you do not need to rotate. Or no, standard, you have the outline, but you do have to rotate. Expert, as usual, you get no help.
Fuck you.
Well, this one we fortunately do not have to do anything with. As soon as you can identify the password, say it.
Alright. Enter?
Enter is the password. Now the puzzle room. Jigsaw puzzle.
Oh.
So, you have pretty big pieces on novice. They get smaller on standard, and they get even smaller on expert. Hey, car keys. Oh, fuck you. Here's what the room's supposed to look like.
Okay.
Well, let's get to it. Hey, a corner right off the bat. If you know about where something is, you can start approximating pieces.
Yeah.
If you hear that click, you landed it somewhere. Go for the edges if you can.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, pieces don't connect with each other. They only connect by location.
That's an end piece, isn't it?
No, there's a little piece of the corner missing there.
Oh.
There. Now I know where that goes. There we go. I was giving the door too much credit. Alright, this goes somewhere over here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's part of the shield, alright. Where'd the mask go? There the mask go.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's starting to. Actually, this is the fastest I've ever done this so far.
I hate end pieces or pieces that don't look like end pieces, even though they should be end pieces.
Yeah, those are tough to scout out.
Because it's always like a pixel that differentiates them.
Right. Kind of fitting the very last time I'm ever going to play this. And I'm doing this faster than ever. Because, I mean, after I've streamed something, what's left to do with it?
I mean, true.
Part of the reason I started my show to begin with, really. Still 3 corners out there. Oh, that might be part of... No, it's not. Okay. You as part of table. Whatever. Alright. Oh, cool. Wasn't banking on that one locking in. It's good, we're getting some decent help here. Corner.
Mhm.
There we are. Oh, no question, this is easily going to be personal best. Here's one of those pieces that looks like it should be an end, but isn't really. Hooah. Don't know where that one goes. I'll figure it out later. You able to hear the music okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Won't be much longer with it.
No, I'm just trying to stay quiet and let you focus.
Oh, I don't care. I know this puzzle comparatively really well. I don't really care if you talk or not with this one.
Ugh.
And do you see anything fun here?
There's a bunny.
You like bunny?
Yeah.
What would you do to the bunny?
Pet it.
What else would you do to the bunny?
Hug it?
What else would you do to the bunny?
Feed it?
What else would you do to the bunny?
I don't know.
You
Build it
mean
a bed?
you wouldn't do things with the bunny?
No!
No?
That's... No!
It's filthy, right?
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Is this unusual?
With bunnies?
No, I'm not asking if the act is unusual. I'm asking if me being filthy is unusual.
Once again, with bunnies?
Yes, with bunnies. So I take it you would not do it with a bunny?
No, who would?
Probably some sick farmer.
Then he should not be a farmer.
Oh, he's farming something.
Oh my god.
Hi guys, welcome to the tasteless birthday stream.
It's no longer my birthday.
You've disowned the day before you've gone to bed.
Yep.
Why?
Because I don't want this to be my birthday stream now.
You're no fucking fun.
Bunny fucking. God damn. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah. What the hell? Oh, it's the bike, right? It's the bike.
He got all this shit.
Yeah, this is pretty much a storage room.
He needs to throw some of this out. Or he's gonna end up on TLC Hoarders.
Well, now at this point, it's just fit the shape. Really.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Somehow I'm not seeing this one. Oh, whatever. Oh, now I know where it goes.
Of course, you're not gonna get it until the end now.
Probably. Doesn't matter though, as long as I get it. There. That does it for the area surrounding the chest. That's it for the... Oh, damn it.
Oh. What is it? The fuck?
And my mouse screwed up again. The piece is probably back in the box. There.
Yay! Princess Diana.
Yeah. With pop-ups. So it doesn't let you touch anything, but you can do all the looking you want. Yeah, Sierra is also famous for their plugs for their other games. Sherwood Forest. Hey, you remember Defender of the Crown, right?
Yeah.
Can't be a clown without a unicycle.
Dun, 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 dun.
A sword cane and a sugar cane for walking? Fascinating. Olé. Dose Omor. If you unscramble that, it's code room. A heavyweight title boxer, huh? Cheating. Yeah, more cheap plugs. This head looks wigged out.
Wigged out.
Here, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Here, watch me pull a rabbit out of my pants.
Oh my god.
Dr. Brain likes to wear this helmet on walks, especially when he's just roaming around. Hmm?
That made me burp and disgust.
Oh, that's great. Well, we are going to greatest fans. It's unbearably cute.
My soul is trying to escape.
Dr. Brain couldn't figure out how to fit this shit in a bottle. Okay, enough screwing around. Alright, let's solve it before anything bad happens. Alright. We're getting close, don't worry.
Dr. Brain looks like a cunt.
The game disagrees. Okay, so you could open that book. Okay, so this is helpful in the way that it details the 12 most frequent letters used in words. This substitution ciphers. I'm not going to sit here and read this whole thing, but basically this book will help you with the puzzle on this elevator door up here. This is his trash disposal. A pool of piranhas with an acidic green light on it. That's not dark at all, right? Brain transplants.
Oh my god.
So there are two things we could do here. Let's first play Hangman. Hangman, hangman, slack your rope. Slack it for a...
Oh my god.
Best song ever. Anyway. We know how Hangman works, for God's sakes. So, the skill levels basically determine how easy the words are. There's 3 words per game. Let me know as soon as you think you can identify the word.
Entrance?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose a word at any time, it reverts back to the beginning, and the codes become invalid. So this time the code unlocks this, and you have plain numbers to work with. No. Next word. Ready? Go.
Rental?
Yep. And final word. Ready? Go.
Pattern.
Yep.
Obviously now. I was it down to like the last 2 letters and I'm like,
Mm. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so, in case you forgot any of those passwords, they're written into the gallows. So we need the pay TV token and the letter counter in order to go through this elevator door. But before we do that, there's something else we must do. We must reach in and get our hands bitten off by the piranha. Or more accurately, we should play Mastermind. You know how Mastermind works, right?
no.
Okay, so this is a code game. The classic Mastermind board game has 6 colored pegs which form into a 4-piece combination. And then you are given information about what you have correct in the code you present and pieces that are in the code but in the wrong place, kind of deal. I did a stream on this maybe a month ago. But yeah, this here's pretty much how it works. So there's a 5-piece combination you have to figure out using these 8 symbols. Each time you'll be told in this column how many symbols are in the code but are in the wrong place. And in this column, how many you have in the combination that are in the right place. Here's my general strategy of doing it. First, flood the whole line with 1 symbol. The fact that there are no results tells you that this symbol is not in the code. By the way, puzzle differences. Novice 3 symbols long, standard 4, expert 5. So straightforward. All right.
None.
There are no hashtags either. Oh, interesting. There are 3 circles somewhere in the puzzle. Okay, so there are 3 circles and a heart somewhere in the puzzle. And one of those 4 is in the right place. Which suggests to me that one of the circles is fine, but these last 2 have to be circles. So let's try this, just for argument's sake. Okay, we know the last 2 are circles. And, oh, look at that. When the total's 5, we have all the pieces of the combination. We just have to figure out what order these go in. We're really only looking at the first 3 at this point. Let's try this.
Oh? Nope.
That didn't do us any good. 2 of them are still wrong. You know what? I may be thinking a little short-sightedly. Maybe. I don't know for sure yet. What does this do?
Same thing.
I might have it all wrong. What if Nope, that was the wrong switch. Heart, circle, diamond, circle, circle. Got it.
Hey.
Yep, so I had it right. Okay. Scrap of paper with a cryptic note and a bright red key. What of this note? Where is the... Oh, there it is.
AT shit.
Cosmic
Wait.
clue. My
AT. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just trying to read that thing. ATETEA thing.
8T eat.
But
Different.
my brain
Yeah.
went AT shit.
So you shit what you eat and you eat what you shit? Cosmic clue. My very energetic mother just sent us 9 pies. Damn right. Damn right. Pluto is a planet. NASA, kiss my fucking fat ass.
Hell yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Viva la Pluto.
Now we can get out of here. And we are going to use the red token to activate this. So, here's the deal. There are actually 3 different messages. So we're going to check all 3 of them out. First of all, here's how this works. It's a cryptogram, so you got to switch letters around. In this puzzle, they're all simple switches, and by that I mean one letter. Yep. By that I mean one letter goes to a certain place and the other one goes with it. There's no fancy networking and whatnot. And the black letters are correct, so you don't have to mess with them. Your mind is the key to every door. Set your mind free, and no lock can hold you. No bars restrain you. So up next is a nifty space elevator. So we're going to be taking this at warp speed. But first, second message. I don't remember this one offhand, so what you want to do first is find a 3-letter word that might work as the. Okay, you know what? Free from every earth and tide, past stars and planets you must ride. until you reach the farther side. So this is basically cryptic for the elevator that you're about to ride through. That one, there are still simple switches, but you do not have the black letters to help you.
Mm.
This time, on the final message, as you can probably expect by now, you have no help.
The game is just saying, fuck you.
But you may notice that BSK shows up a few different times.
Yes.
That's a big, big hint. There's your the. This message I remember. The elevators of the mind only operate for those who keep their minds open to new possibilities.
Damn.
Some pretty deep stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's rock and roll. And now, it's space-time. You like outer space?
Yes.
Good. Well, we're going to be spending a little bit of time here. So the first puzzle is these constellations up here. Alright. So basically he found manhole covers, shirt buttons, donut holes. You think this planet might be Saturn, at least that has the right ring to it? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is build these constellations. On Novice, you're given a lot of stars to work with, and the stars that you have correct will connect the dots, and they'll show up in here. Standard, you're given fewer stars to work with before you run out, and the outline still shows up, but it will not connect up here. Expert, I don't even need to explain. Some of these constellations look different now than they did back then.
Yeah.
27 years have passed since this was put up. Ursa Major. First of all, if you know your constellations on at least a basic level, you know the ass of Ursa Major is the Big Dipper. So there's that. From there you can locate the nose, the front paw, and the back paw. Nowadays, Cancer looks more like a chicken's talon than it does this figure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now Orion, the thing that distinguishes him is the 3-star belt. From there you can find
His arm?
the sword. Huh?
His arm?
Yeah, his arm with the sword. The animal he's holding. His legs. And that's it. Now once this happens, this guy will pop out of the cabinet.
Oh shit.
You can try and catch him, or you can take the easy way out and click on the cabinet to scare him off. And by reaching into the cabinet, you find this. There are 8 matchups. 1 alien goes with 1 home. So pay attention to the creatures and the worlds. They might give you some context as to who goes with who.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you find 2 creatures or 2 worlds, it's not going to match. There's a lucky break. The webbed amphiton series are washouts as diplomats. Get it? Washouts because they're water creatures? Yeah. We're getting a lot of creatures in the top half. Metallica exports oh my god.
Oh.
Where's the strong one? Oh wait, no. This guy goes with Metallica.
Yeah.
There's a lucky break. That's the one.
Yeah.
Of course, the flyers have the Sky World.
They look like the home.
Yep. That's a big part of it. Cool. But what's that music? They pull some 2001 A Space Odyssey shit here.
Oh my god.
That's the monolith. And also Sprague Zarathustra plays along with it, just like back then. The Office of Dr. Brain. The end is near.
What if his name was Dr. Brian?
I'm sure somebody typoed at least once. And then it would just have to be Ninja Brian, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So, identify the 9 planets. Oh, the card game we just played, same on every difficulty level. This one, the higher the difficulty level, the faster the speed. And also on Expert, the planet names shuffle, as opposed to Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, yada, so far in order. It must be Neptune. Okay, that must be Uranus. So they'll color in as you find them. Come on, Neptune. Where are you? There you are. I don't see what parking your bike has to do with anything. Now I'm going to intermingle fictional worlds. Jolteon, use Flash.
Oh my god. Oh,
I don't know if you could hear him, but he said, "My God, it's full of puzzles." So here we are. That's an awfully realistic looking window, isn't it?
I mean, it kind of is.
But it's actually
Yeah.
a portrait. A very well lit portrait.
You go there and he's just dead.
What a mess. I don't know, I haven't heard it ring. Help little girl find lost dog. End war forever. Take out the garbage. Make date for bridge game on TSN. Order pizza, better make it a large this time. Develop a cheap and reliable method of generating and using cold fusion. A Henway? Okay, first of all, see that ruby lock?
Mm-hmm.
This is why the dummy mentioned the safe. We need the key to get this decoder ring. Basically, Dr. Brain doesn't keep up too well, as you can tell.
He needs to get his life together.
The stapler looks like the only way Dr. Brain can hold things together around here. So, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get...
From...
See?
Ugh.
I would not want to be sitting and have that happen. Anyway, with that decoder ring... Here, read this.
I cannot.
You're having trouble?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty easy. Dial each letter back one in the word HFU, and what do you get? H becomes G, F becomes E, U becomes T, right?
Yeah.
So that's get.
Get.
Get read book from fourth shelf. But if you want to have an easier time reading it, just use the decoder ring right on that. The instruction sheet is only 7 lines long on novice, 9 on standard, 11 on expert. The last instruction every time is to fuck the chicken.
You're full of bestiality jokes today.
What? Pluck rhymes with fuck. It's too easy. Alright, so 2 puzzles remaining in the entire game. We should have 161, and we do. Okay. So, first of all, the job skills. These are the 9 skills you need. Your job here is to lock each plaque into the skill that you were awarded each plaque for. So this, the 2 plus 2 equals 4, is obviously cosmic consciousness, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll put it right there. Robotics was programming. The hourglass, of course, is language. Memory follows instructions, as evidenced by the logic puzzle with the electric grid. Pattern recognition is the puzzle, and logic and deduction is mastermind in a nutshell. If you stray too far from the instruction sheet, it'll start you over. So, read this a couple instructions at a time and go. Get red. Get green. There's only 1 book of each color, so you don't have to concern yourself too much with with where it's telling you to get it from. Pudding, on the other hand, you do. So put blue on 4. Anywhere on that shelf is fine. Get purple. Get yellow. Drop red on 2. Drop green on 2. Get blue. Put blue on bottom. Put yellow up top. And what's left to do? How do we end every game?
Fuck the chicken.
Fuck the chicken! So now we get to meet the old man. Incredible. They really should have said perfect, because 200 is the best you can do. And this is how they parlay into the credits. So while all that is going on, what did you think?
It was actually really fun, besides the math.
Yeah. Hey, they got the math out of the way early for the most part. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You got to give it some credit there.
Yeah. But I enjoyed the puzzle.
Yeah, this is one of the more fun series. It's definitely a less strenuous puzzle series than either of those ones I mentioned before. Which, by the way, Runs of the Fool's Errand and Are We There Yet are both up on my channel, AlphaStarDX on YouTube. Check it out. Yeah, anyway, did you have a happy birthday?
I did.
Glad to hear it.
Very sleepy now.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much done. So if you want to bail out while the credits are going, feel free.
Okay. Yeet.
Alright. Happy birthday, Solar.
Thank you.
Alright. Good
Bye-bye.
night. Good night. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this too. I am planning on doing the other 3 eventually, so stay tuned for that. Down the line, I'm going to be doing something else with Leisha in the near future, namely Oregon Trail Director's Cut. What else have I got lined up here? I'm going to be doing some more Apogee stuff. I did a little bit of Cosmos Cosmic Adventure during my Do or Die run. I'm going to do that in full, plus another surprise related to that. I did not do Commander Keen on that run because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of that just under normal circumstances. More Dr. Brain, as I mentioned. I have no plans to bring back the game show Extravaganza just yet, but that will eventually be coming. One Steam game that I've never played before that I'll do on stream. The narrator is a dick. Looks to be a really fun one. And Alter Ego to come soon. There's some Disney stuff planned. And a couple more that I'm going to keep secret for now, involving both the Bingtendo series and Windows 98. But yeah, there's definitely a future for the Alpha stream coming up. And with that, thank you all for joining me on this quadruple stream extravaganza day. And until the next time, this is AlphaStarDX. Have an Alpha night.